All right, folks, we are back. More Granblue, more varied kinds of content here for December, and we're doing today is ranking every command grab in Granblue. I am a grappler main. I've played multiple characters with command grabs. I like command grabs in general. I have some experience with command grabs. You know, I like me some command grabs, and Granblue has kind of a lot of them. Like, now that I think about it, there's a lot of characters in this game with command grabs. I feel like, for example, like in SF6, even though SF6 has way more grapplers than Granblue does, it's like, what, like Marissa has one, Honda has one, Geef has one, Lily has one, and like Hooligan is one, Akuma? It's much rarer, I think. There's like a much higher per capita command grab ecosystem in this game, which is honestly super sick. I like me some command grabs. So, real quick, to put some ground rules down, hit grabs, Manon too, yeah, true, I forgot about her, my bad. Hit grabs are not command grabs, right? Gespenst is not a command grab. Iscariot is not a command grab. If you can block them, they are not command grabs, right? So, by my count, the command grab, there's all these characters in the game who don't have command grabs. They are betas, and there are 15 command grabs in the game. Charlotta has Demon Flip, Percy has 5U, Ladiva has SPD, and she has 5U, and she has both her supers. I personally don't count her anti-air grab and her air grab as command grabs. Maybe I should? I don't think so. They don't fit that same niche in my head, right? Vastraga has one. All versions of Grinoth are every version, light, medium, and heavy versions are all counted as one move, right? He has one. Sora's has his SSBA. Vera has 5U. Bubs has his super, right? Air grab shouldn't count though. I'm with you. Yeah. Bubs has his super. Belial has his swag walk. You have two. You have your dive kick grab, and you have your super. You have the grab. Siegfried has the grab out of his Rekka, and Beatrix has her 5U. Those, by my count, are all of the command grabs in the game. If I missed one, my bad. If you think Ladiva's anti-air grab and air-to-air grab should count, then I don't think so. They don't quite fit the same niche in my head. A command grab to me is something to catch a dude blocking, right? Not something to anti-air a guy out of the air, necessarily, right? With that in mind, I guess real quick before we get started, as always, if you like this kind of stuff, any feedback, any kind of likes, subscribes, comments, helps out a lot. I also do stream every day, so come by and hang out. If you don't want to get this stuff live that's going on and argue with me respectfully, right, then come by Twitch or YouTube. On Sundays for Granblue, Mondays for Guilty Gear, Tuesdays for Street Fighter, and then, Wednesdays, Thursdays are my tournament that I run, and Saturdays are sub-only stuff. Don't stream on Fridays. But yeah, that's all for that. Let's get to it. So, I've been kind of curious about how I exactly want to do these in terms of... a lot of the times when I talk about a character's best move, I talk about it in terms of how good it is in a vacuum and not how good it is in the greater context of their kit, right? Mostly because I think if a move is really good because another move enables it to be good, I really don't think that means that much, right? I think I kind of want to stick with that to an extent here, right? With the exception of if it enables other parts of the character, since command grabs are baseline, command grabs are always complementary in a kit, right? Command grabs are always designed to enable mix, right? So, if depending on how scary the offensive situation it enables for the rest of the kits for the character, right? Sorry, depending on how scary the offensive situation that the command grab enables for that character is, I think we can factor that in, right? If we don't able SBA, Ladiva SBA are basically the exact same move. Well, I mean, it has way more range, yeah, more damage, a bunch of stuff like that, right? But yeah. So I think what we can do is, again, so for example, right? Let's start with, man, I'm a little bit torn for number 15. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm a little bit torn with number 15, right? But I think to me, for my money, the worst command grab in the game is the command grab out of Siegfried Rekka, out of Orchid, right? In my opinion, I think this is the command grab that Siegfried himself is very good, right? But this to me is the worst command grab in the game for multiple different reasons, right? One, it's reactable. There's gonna be a dichotomy here of reactable grabs and non-reactable grabs. This is a reactable grab. Some reactable grabs have a lot of reward on them. We'll get to that. Are patch notes out yet for SF6? They'll be coming out in about an hour, I believe, Medina. I believe it should be an hour from now. So, some reactable command grabs are super high reward, right? And this is not. He gets a little bit of corner carry, I guess, and some damage. And in general, this is not really that scary of an option out of Orchid. Like, this is both kind of bad in a vacuum, and that it does low damage and it's reactable and stuff. And also, it's not like this, like, having this option makes Siegfried Orchid like 50 times scarier. This is probably the rarest option you see picked out of Orchid. That's kind of the worst, right? So yeah, I don't think there's too much to be talked about there. This feels like the worst command grab on every axis. It's bad in a vacuum, and it's not that great for Siegfried either, right? On a kind of similar note, and this is gonna be kind of wild, right? The only thing going forward is that you can combo into it. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, Siegfried doesn't. It's not like Siegfried even needs like, you know, it's not like it adds like damage in a lot of the cases, right? It's okay. It's not worthless, but it is probably the worst grab in the game for my money, right? On a similar-ish note, and this might kind of surprise some of you, I think, because this is actually quite brick twist Crazy's balls. So true. Vera 14? No. Vera's a little bit higher than that. On a similar note, this is gonna sound weird. Two very strong characters back to back, right? I think the second worst command grab in the game is probably Belial's, actually. So this command grab to me. So we talk about how if a command grab enables greater offensive pressure for the character, then, you know, it's not very good, right? Belial's command grab is actually, I feel like, more so just carried by the rest of the character, right? So, for the exact same reasons, this command grab is reactable and low rewards, right? It's reactable and it's low rewards. We counting H and U as two separate grabs? Even U, right? Like, I mean, U, I guess, is a little bit better, but I don't think U is, like, blowing the doors off anything, right? This is a reactable, low reward command grab. And the only reason it even does anything, and this is said all the time, right? The only reason, like, this move is used as an example of how much mental stack Belial has going for him, right? Because this move is bad, but people say, like, yo, Belial is so crazy that, like, even his command grab hits people, because there's so much mental stack going on here, right? What do you say, Cheeky? What? Hold on, I missed your message. Put Bell's command grab into any other character would be considered bad? Yeah, exactly, right? This command grab, we talk about how command grabs can, like, enable more offense for the character. It feels to me like Belial's command grab is the opposite. It's carried by all his other tools. The command grab is actually very bad. It just happens to be, the reason it works on Belial is because it's his 13th move, right? It's like the 13th pressure tool he has. So even though it's a 30, by the way, it's more reactable than this one, right? This is like a 30 frame command grab or something. The H one, it's like 29 or 30 frames, like even point blank. Like, it only hits you because it's on Belial, right? He carries this command grab. It's not very good. Okay, so on to number 13. Again, at this point, those two are the ones I think that have, like, the least going for them. I think there's a slight jump from here, right? I think there's a slight jump from here. But those two are the ones that have the least going for them, I believe, right? For number 13, I think we're going to do... Oh man, it's tough, right? I'm in a crossroads. I think I am gonna put Percival at number 13. This might be wrong. I'm gonna put Percival at 13. I'm gonna put Ladiva at 12, right? So these two command grabs are similar-ish, right? In that these are command grabs that you get very high reward off of, but they're very limited in one way or the other, right? Percy's only works point blank in the corner, and Ladiva's is 40 frames, right? So I'm really torn between which of these is better or worse. The reason that these two command grabs are above Siegfried and Belial, though, is because if they get their, you know, if you don't react to this, or if you're in the corner and you don't guess this, you eat a lot of damage for getting hit by these things. Percy with stock can do some, like, fucking Marvel numbers on that shit, right? But Ladiva does, like, this, like, insane damage everywhere from this. He does, like, 6k damage on, like, this unblockable move, like, everywhere, right?
Very good odds.
I think overall Percy's is worse, just because. Great. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Much appreciated. I think Percy's is worse overall, just because I think, like, being usable only in the corner is not as good. And again, even his reward off it requires resource and stuff, right? Whereas Ladiva's, funny enough, the more I play Ladiva, the less this move becomes a meme. It's a little bit of, it enables parts of Ladiva's offense, and parts of Ladiva's offense enable it. But with how Lariat-centric Ladiva is as a character now, there's a decent amount of neutral mental stack going on with Ladiva, with like the different lariats and like her running up at you and jumping and stuff. But like, this hits good players. For real. Like, I've hit good players with this move in, I think I'm pretty sure I hit Inspector with this shit in bracket once, right? Like, it's not horrible. It is slow, but Ladiva has enough mental stack in the mid screen that like, you're gonna get hit by this every now and then. And when you do get hit, you take like 6k damage, right? So for that reason, I think I'm gonna put it above Percy. Though again, neither of these grabs are great, right? Neither of them are great, I don't think. I think coming up next, we're going to start getting into some of the super grabs, I think. And in particular, I think we're getting into 2 super grabs that I don't think have too many redeeming qualities to them, right? Is this right? At 11? I might rework this as I go. At 11, I think we're going with Bubs. I think we're going with Bubs. I think it's Anthem is the name of it, right? This grab is uniquely bad amongst reversal grabs. I'd rather show not tell on this. Let's go into Granblue. Oh, hello. First of all, what is this actually? Yeah. So this grab is uniquely bad amongst reversal grabs in that this thing is minus 80 on whiff in a way that no other grab has this problem, right? This grab is goddamn. This grab is minus 80 on whiff, right? My bad, minus 85, right? We'll get into some of the better super grabs in the game. This one is not very big, right? It's not very big, and it is incredibly minus on whiff. Like, you can, like, fully jump over him, run back, and close H counter hit him, right? Bubs can teleport, though. I don't know how real that... Like, again, if anything, that's teleport carrying the move, rather than the move, like, carrying the rest of the kit. But, yeah, I don't think it matters too much. This is still, like, of the super grabs, I think this is them out of context. No, it's not fully out of context. If they enable parts of the character's kits specifically, then I will count them, right? Yeah, no, I'm not looking at them without the kits. No, it's wrong. Tubby is incorrect on that. If they enable a greater part of the character's game plan, then I will count that. But I don't think Anthem really... I think it's kind of the opposite. I think other tools that Bubs has make up for Anthem being kind of shitty, and even then it's pretty bad. Like, even if you count that you can, like, teleport in and do the haha funny, it's still kind of bad, right? I think this is still, like, the worst super grab, even with all of that in mind. His teleport lets him get Oki with command grab? I mean, if you're saying he can, like, 50-50 you, that's the baseline, right? That's the bar. Like, if you can't do that, you're reactable and bad. That you're Siegfried grab and Belial grab, right? Like, that's kind of the baseline there. Considering other tools enabling this command grab only the contrary. Oh yeah, yes. He doesn't get Oki. It removes a BP too. I mean, yeah. So it's the worst of the super grabs, right? It does cost 100 meter if you want to go that far. I think the second worst of the super grabs is probably Sora's. Sora's install grab. Not because, I mean, you can sort of count it against it that it's kind of locked behind install. I don't think that's that big of a problem. It kind of has a very similar problem to Bubs, though, in that it is just like, it's more punishable than most other grabs of its kind. It also is much smaller than other grabs of its kind, right? It is much smaller, like, I think it's smaller than Anthem, even, right? Like, it is smaller than Anthem, I believe, right? You can combo into this thing, so that's pretty good. You can't combo into Anthem, right? I don't believe so. I don't believe Anthem. I don't think you can't combo into Anthem, can you? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can combo into all of them. That's good. That's good for the boy there for sure, right? But yeah, it's very similar to Anthem, honestly. They're both pretty minus. They're both pretty small. Anthem is slightly bigger, but it's minus 85, whereas this is slightly smaller, but it's minus 64, right? You could take me either way with either of these, right? I think they're both fine, right? I think they're both, as far as super grabs go, they're on the lower end of things. But none of, like, again, these are the only two, like, bad command grabs in the game, I think, right? For the next, there's gonna be a sort of a row of super grabs in here. I think the best grabs in the game are not super grabs, with, like, maybe one exception, right? Ladiva's SBA is a better version of both of these two in some ways. Again, these three you can interchange a little bit, I think. If you want to do like this, if you want to do this, right, I think it's reasonable, because Ladiva SBA is the best of all of these supers in terms of recovery, right? I believe it's also the biggest of the three, though it might be about, now that Anthem got buffed, it might be about the same size, right? Might be about the same size. But yeah, this super is the best of the three in terms of recovery. This thing is minus 49, right? Which means that if you have a slow jump arc, it's like pretty hard to fucking punish this thing a lot of the time. If you jump over Ladiva, you can't punish this for most characters. If you jump back, you can't punish this for most characters. You have to neutral jump or backdash. And if you neutral jump, for most characters, you have to land with an aerial Otherwise, you don't even get a punish on this, right? This thing is dastardly safe. This thing is a little too safe. Important to note, I guess, too, that I guess I should check this real quick. Are these... How much damage do you do, good sir? Do you do 4,400 or 4,000? I think you do 4,400? Yeah, okay, so you I think all the command... You do more damage, too. Yep. So they both do, like, the higher than average damage. I was gonna say if Bub's Anthem did, like, 4,000, it would be worse as well, but yeah. These three are all very similar. Ladiva's the one notch that Ladiva has against it compared to the other ones is you can't combo into it, right? This does not combo, right? So you can't combo into it, but it is the safest command grab by far. In terms of like using it as a command grab, using it as like an Oki, like or a mix tool, this is the safest one, right? I think also in general, if you want to talk about how it enables parts of Ladiva's kit, right? I think this does let her like mashing on Ladiva pressure is a big deal in general, and I think this does let her. She has a strike invincible command grab option, right? That gives her. It also gives her like decent Oki, right? But again, if you wanted to interchange any of these three, I don't think it's too crazy to say. I think they're all relatively similar, right? Moving on. I think around here, I think I'm a little torn between a couple of different command grabs in this spot, right? I think around here we get into like some pretty fine command grabs that are like they're doing work. Like they are firmly in the character's kit. They are firmly like doing some good stuff. There's a couple that I'm torn between right here, and I kind of want to. I think I want to go. I'll pull them up and I'll see how I want to order them later. Charlotta is one of the ones that I have next on my mind. Vera is one of the ones I have next on my mind, and Beatrix is one of the ones I have next on my mind. I think, right? These three all serve good purposes for their character, and they enable scarier offense for their characters. God damn, that was loud. The Gammas, they jump scared me. I'm sorry. I don't know what. Sometimes on YouTube loops, apparently, the video audio just gets completely fucked. I apologize for your eardrums. I know it's like 10 p.m. God damn. All right, so these three grabs all enable like win conditions for their characters, right? Is Charlotte's even used as sort of a combo tool? I mean, it can be kind of like a heat check to do a command grab out of like, because I guess it is a little carried by Charlotta's jump arc, but yes, the big thing with Demon Flip grab is that yeah, it is definitely of these three, it is the highest reward by far. It's one of the highest reward command grabs on this whole list actually. Yeah, probably is like this is like actually like the second highest reward command grab on the whole list, I think, right? And yeah, it's kind of like a quick reaction check for your opponents too, right? But I think it is still overall like it is much easier to beat this. You just crouch, right? You just don't stand up with Demon Flip. It's very high reward, but it is like pretty minus on whiff, right? And yeah, like overall, I think it's not as important to Charlotta as like these two are to these two characters, right? She gets similar reward from her low Demon Flip follow-up. Yeah, I mean, but again, yeah, the fact that it adds a command grab. Right, the fact that it adds a command grab into the mix makes the Demon Flip a lot scarier in general, right? It makes you a lot more scared to like, like stand up in close L or something like that, right? Okay, with that in mind, Vera's just gives her win condition, right? Like Vera's just gives her win condition. So like, I mean, it's not an amazing grab. It's 30 frames. It's quite slow. It's quite reactable. But like, if you talk about this, if it's not reward in terms of damage, this just gives her, especially post Versuja patch. Install Vera is so much better than non-install Vera. Right? So, to me, it seems like it's relatively middle of the road. Isn't that use case obsolete when they're both used to stoppable stand blocking? I don't really think so. I don't know that I would say that the low follow-up makes command grab obsolete, personally. Turns into a very good character? Yeah, exactly. Like, I guess so, yeah. This is basically, if Belial command grab, like, made him 100 times better when it landed, this is where, like, for example, I'm taking into account how the command grab enables the rest of the character, not vice versa, right? Not vice versa. The command grab here is enabling Vera to get her win condition, and therefore I think it's pretty good, right? You can combo into it now? True. Yeah, also, it's not always you just have to, like, reaction check them. Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not insane by any means, but I do think it's pretty good, right? Okay, so Beatrix's command grab is interesting. I think it's a lot more insidious than it gets credit for, right? One, obviously, you only get to do it once. You only need to do it once, though, right? Like again, once it's hit once, it can retire. It's done its job, right? Beatrix command grab, I think, is a little bit more insidious than it's given credit for, because one, obviously at face value, it gives her a clock, right? Cool. It gives her clock. Amazing. That's very good. Clock is very nice for Beatrix, especially in the mid-screen and stuff. Very, very cool. But this does a lot more than just that. One, a character of Beatrix's caliber having an unreactable command grab that is not a super is really rare, right? Like, if you think about it, it really is, like, Percy, kind of, I guess, but like his command grab is a lot less useful all of the time. Beatrix is a fast rushdown character who is all about getting, like, you know, she has some of the most punishing counter-hit close H nonsense in the whole game. Unreactable. Unreactable, I said, right? Charlotte's is not unreactable. He has some of the most punishing close H stuff in the whole fucking game, and they gave her a command grab, right? It really, I've always talked about how I think one of the most, like, underrated synergies in Beatrix's kit is a three-way combination, especially assuming she has clock, which, you know, may or may not happen. But it's a three-way combo of 2-2H being unreactable, her move speed being as fast as it is, and her 6XL being as good as it is, and her having a command grab, right? Because they all very synergistically make you, you know, you don't want to just, like, run at Beatrix and all of your toes, you know, unprotected, because then you might get 2-2H into your whole fucking health bar if it's got clock or SSBA or something, right? And then you don't want to, so you're gonna down back. You don't want to just down back at Beatrix, though, because he's gonna run at you and, like, you know, put you in block stun, put you in 6XL or something like that, and she runs pressure on your ass. But then, so you want to, like, you know, poke her out or something like that. But you can just run up and close H your ass, and that does a lot of damage. But then if you're too patient in respect to running at you, just command grabs you. And, like, there's a nice triangle synergy in here, where I think command grab is a very important piece of Beatrix's kit, actually. And not to mention the fact that it gives her, when you're low on health, it gives her a real 50-50 for the game, right? Which, again, is usually not something they give to characters who are otherwise this capable as Beatrix is, right? So, to me, it feels like command grab is a very essential part of Beatrix's kit, actually. I think it enables a lot of her offense to be scarier than it otherwise would be if she just had to, like, you know, run regular strike throw. Alright, so now we're getting into, like, some pretty nasty stuff here. Actually, you know what? No, actually, I have forgotten one thing. Able SSBA is not better than these grabs. Maybe, like, Demon Flip? Able SSBA is, like, not better than all of these. It is quite similar to these grabs down here, with the only exception being that Able in general has a lot more, like, spooky wake up stuff that's going on, and therefore you, like, it kind of Able with SSBA, because guessing wrong on Able pressure once is your entire fucking life bar, right? Exactly, yes. Faith said it better than I did. Because guessing wrong on Able once is so fucking horrifying, right? Him with SSBA enables a 50-50 for game from such high health values. For this reason, I think it's better than all the other super grabs. But I still think it's, you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is better than these guys. Maybe it is better than these guys, I think. Yeah, because like that what I'm talking about, Beatrix command grab giving you that 50-50 for game at low health. Able really does do it from such high health totals, right? Able is so capable of making comebacks if he gets one shot at Oki with his SSBA, right? So it is truly, like, the second best super grab in the whole game, I think. With this in mind, I actually don't. These are real good grabs at this point, right? I think. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do is get the dive kick, I think. Because this, at this point, is our only remaining reactable grab, right? It's kind of gimmicky. I don't think so. I think it does. Able kind of thrives on, you have to, the dive grab is very synergistic for Able, I think, because it is, the whole point of Able is that you are very scared of getting hit by him doing literally anything now, because he does so much damage off of literally anything, right? This command grab is no exception, because Charlotta is the second highest reward command grab in the game. This is the highest reward command grab in the game. He does so much fucking damage to you if you get hit by EX flight grab, right? This thing, and the fear of this thing, you see it all the time. In theory, with flight, you sit there and wait, and you watch what Able's doing, and you reactively pick the option that beats whatever he does, out of flight, right? Now, because every option is so goddamn horrifying, right? You just can't. Like, good players will very commonly preemptively pick things on able flights because they're horrified of command grab or of this or of that. Because every option, if you guess wrong, leads into 10,000 damage, right? So I think this command grab, the fear this command grab instills in your opponents is enough to make it better than SSBA grab to me. It being the single highest reward command grab in the game is also a very, very big deal. The only reason that it's not like higher up here is because it is reactable, right? Like if you're really calm and collected, you can just like backdash this on reaction and kill Abel for it, for sure, right? It is reactable, but I think the sheer amount of, like, you know, this is a giga charge version of this command grab. Like, this adds a little bit of mental stack, but like realistically, it's the other moves in Belial's kits that are carrying this move to make it work, right? Like, this is the thing that makes you not want to down back against Abel. It's the thing that makes his corner pressure as scary as it is, right? It enables his entire fucking flight reset nonsense game plan, and I think for that, it has to be given its flowers, right? Alright, so the three best grabs in the game, I believe, belong to the, as you might expect, the more, like, direct grapplers of the video game, right? I think I have to put Ladiva SSBA as third here. This, for my money, is the best super grab in the game. It kind of combines all of the good shit about every other super grab so far. This command grab is still, by the way, only minus 49 on whiff. This is tied for the safest super grab in the game. This is the largest super grab in the game. I think it'll whiff from right here. Yeah, it should hit from right around here, though. This is the largest super grab in the game, right? It is the safest, the largest. You can combo into it, and, believe it or not, this is the single highest damaging move in the entire video game, because they gave it 720 for some reason. This thing is a nuclear fucking bomb, right? This is a nuclear fucking bomb. This is on 3 Brave points. It does 7,544 damage. Why does this hit so hard? I mean, I'm down. I love it. But you can combo into it. It is the biggest. It is the safest. And it does the most damage, right? I feel like there's not really any real way to talk, like, how could this not be the best super grab in the game, right? I did not know it did that much. You have to 720 to do that, but yeah, right? It's able SSBA, but it's a good, yeah, it's able SSBA, but it's a good bit harder. It's bigger, it's safer, right? And as well, it does a similar thing for Ladiva. If Ladiva has SSBA, it's a similar thing where, like, you know, if you jump on Wake Up and Ladiva hits you with one of these, right? It's not as much as Able, but like you are still, like, this puts you in guess for game territory off like very high health totals, right? Very, very high health totals. So I think this is pretty undisputedly the best super grab in the game, right? However, right? Oh yeah, God, bro, if you get hit by this on 2 or 1 BP, oh, I mean, I'll show you for fun. If you get hit by this on 2 BP, it's hilarious. Because this thing takes all the BP away before it does any damage, right? So on 2 BP, you'll notice, this takes the BP away before it does any damage at all, right? So if I 720 this does like a truly ridiculous amount of damage, right? It's funny. Does command, no, Taunt does not, yeah, Work the Crowd does not increase damage on this, no. Look at this. This does almost 10k. This does 9,500 if you get hit on 2 Brave points, but not 0, 2, because it takes all the Brave points away. This does 9,500 damage, right? And on 2 Brave points, because it takes all your Brave points away before it does any damage. 9,500 is how much damage this does. It's absurd, right? So this is it's the best super grab in the game, for sure. The only reason this isn't number 1 is because these 2 grabs are like... These 2 grabs make their characters, right? That's more than half health on Vasaraga and Ladiva. Yes, exactly. These 2 command grabs literally make their characters, right? Vasaraga is number 2 here because his command grab is just worse than Ladiva SPD in every way. However, the reason it's number 2 is because kind of similar to Beatrix in that Vasaraga's command grab is Vas wants you to not down back against him, right? Cool, great. The only thing he has to do that is Light Command Grab or H Command Grab, right? Light Command Grab is unreactable and loops into itself. This is where you start to notice, this is kind of the difference. Like there's like the tier of grab where this like don't let you have this basically unless you are a grappler, but it leaps forward. H Command Grab is reactable. You're thinking of the wrong command grab there. Light Command Grab is the better grab here, by the way. H Command Grab is not the better. No, I'm kind of thinking of, like, as command grabs, it really is only Light and Heavy that I'm thinking about here. U is more of a reversal, and M is an anti-air grab, which is not really counting, right? This is Light and Heavy, sort of. But, like, yeah, so Light grab is the better one here because it is unreactable and loops into itself, right? To my understanding, that is so far the first one of these that isn't a super. Supers don't loop into themselves anyway, but yeah, this is, yeah, there's like a, yeah, this is the first super like this, right? I guess kind of Beatrix, I suppose, right? B is the only other command grab that can sort of do this, but she gets, her Oki is, no, actually, her Oki is much worse off the grab, right? She gets like 6XL off it. It does not loop back into the same situation, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Let's see here. What is Beatrix U command? She's +4. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it very explicitly does not. Yeah. So it's a very guarded privilege. Having an unreactable command grab that loops into itself is given to exactly 2 grabs. It's Voss grab and it's the best grab in the game, right? These grabs are unreactable and loop into themselves. They're not as high rewards usually as the other grabs, but like it's the fact that like you have to guess right. There is no way out of these grabs except guessing right, right? Now, there's a bit of a problem with backdash here in the mid-screen, right? Lediva can do 6k, yes. The other difference Lediva has here is one, if you compare Lediva light grab and Voss light grab, this used to be a bigger gap, right? It used to be that Voss's grab was smaller and Lediva's grab was bigger, right? But Lediva's L grab is still bigger than Voss's grab. It is still faster than Voss's grab, and for her kit, it gives her better Oki. If Voss light grab let him get like Soul Forge up or something, if he was like +40 off this, then then we can talk. Like in the corner, Voss is, I believe he's +35 off this. Yeah. Oh, what, even? Oh, why, is she holding the guard button? What's going on here? Just don't, yeah, block all. There you go. I don't know why it's saying we're even. He's +35 off this, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So that's not enough for him to actually like get Soul. If he like could get Soul Forge off this, then like maybe it's number 1, right? But for her own kit, Lediva's command grab gives her much better Oki than Vossaraga's does, and it's bigger, and it's faster, and, I mean, Vossaraga cannot do this, right? Like, Voss... Oh, shit, wait, that technically puts on. Yeah, there you go. Voss can't do this either, right? Voss does not have an unreactable command grab that does, 6,000 damage, right? This is 5650. If you get the buff, it's 6,200. Lediva's command grab in the corner is an SSBA, right? Like if I get the buff here, or if I go, like, bonk, right? And then I do this. This is 6,200 damage. This is a literal SSBA. This is more than most SSBAs, right? Voss can't do that. Lediva does all command grabs struggle with backdash in the corner. That hurts Lediva, or in the mid-screen. That hurts Lediva more than almost anyone else. But that, again, that's like a universal, every command grab has that problem. There is no command grab in this game that, like, doesn't get fucked over by backdash, right? Lediva's backdash issue is more of a strike problem than a throw problem, right? Her strike is not good enough dealing with backdash. That's fine. But yeah, so, I mean, Lediva's command... Obviously, Lediva is the... he is the grappler of the game. Of course, she has the best command grab. And not only in a vacuum, right? Able SSBA catches backdash? I guess that's a fair point, too. Does you command grab after H get a refund? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a cancel. Dude, if it got a refund, it would do 8,000 damage. Could you imagine? Because that mean it was a link, not a cancel. It would do 8,000 damage, not 6,200. That's a buff, certainly. If it got, yeah, it will be a meter refund. It'll be 8,000 damage instead of 6,200. It'll be fucking insane. But yeah, so Lediva's is just, I think, the best. Almost, there's no real. It is the best in a vacuum, right? It has all the best stats, the best Oki, so the highest damage off like a command grab that isn't like her own SSBA. It does more damage than this command grab, right? Like it has the best damage. It is she has the biggest one. She has the most damaging one. She has the fastest one. She has the best Oki off it. And in terms of how it enables her, I mean, it's kind of unfair. But, like, she doesn't exist as a character if she doesn't have a command grab, right? Like, it's literally her only thing. Like, it's her whole identity, right? It's very important for Voss, but it's like it literally enables her entire kit, right? So on both axes, I think it is the best command grab in the game without too much discussion, I think, right? Yeah, if Lediva didn't have the best command grab, it'd be like a really bad sign. Like, they would have really fucked up with Lediva if her command grab was not undisputed the best one in the game, right? For sure. If you had to give another character a command grab, who would it be and why? That's an interesting choice. If I had to give someone a command grab, who would it be? How about this? You know who I would give it to? I would give Anila? No. Oh, man. I would give... Yes, Speedy, you got it, yeah. I would give UL a reactable command grab out of stance. Like a 30 frame command grab out of stance. Is what I would give that to UL. So you're less comfortable just like trying to just block her, right? Make stance grab a command grab? Yeah. Make it like 30 frames, right? But if I had to give one character a command grab, Lucy H. Iscariot, fuck you, Midnight. I'm sorry. No, that is not okay. Yeah. Replace her parry with a command. No, I think keep her parry, but yeah, make like her throw out of her. Maybe make her regular throw a command grab. Make that shit untechable. She does have a dash throw off stance. Yeah, so make it slower. Make it like 30 frames, but make it untechable. That could be fun. That could be fun. I'm not sure if that's like even a buff to her or not, but you know, it'll be interesting at least. It'll give her some sauce, possibly, that she does not currently have. But yeah, that is gonna do it for the list, I think. Is that about right? Yeah. Siegfried at 15, Belial command grab, right? Percy, Ladiva 5U, Bub's Anthem, Sora's SSBA grab, Ladiva SBA, Demon Flip, Vera 5U, Beatrix 5U, Abel SSBA, Abel dive kick, Ladiva's nuke, Vosk grabs, and then Ladiva grab. Command grab tier list. Yeah, command grab tier list. Yes, indeed. Belial has the best grab. I mean, in some ways, undodgeable, true, unreactable, literally guaranteed command grab. I think I'm happy with this. This seems right to me, right? There's the whole grab right there, and yes, of course, if you do not have a command grab, you are in fact a little beta shitty fuck baby piss my pants baby boy character, and I'm sorry. You don't. I don't make the rules. I just work here. If you don't play one of these like 10 characters, I'm afraid to say that they took your balls. They took your balls in the war, and you are not. You're not a man. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're not a child. You're a subhuman piece of garbage. And I'm sorry. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news. I just thought it was important for me to be honest with you, right? I thought it was important for me to be honest with you about that, right? But yeah, fully objective command grab tier list. Let me know what you think about it. All that. We are probably just gonna go into SF6 patch notes kind of waiting room for a little bit here, I guess. We finished earlier than I thought we would, honestly. But the patch notes come out in 45 minutes, so we might just like, you know, chill for a bit before, you know, and then we'll swap over to SF6 after that. But, you know, we can chill, hang out, watch something maybe, just not a YouTube video. But first off, VOD watchers, hello, how's it going? Hope you had a good time with the video. If you did, any kind of likes, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff helps out a lot. I also do stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays, so come by and hang out on Twitch or YouTube. I play Abel now that I got my balls back. Call his ass Ken Takakura the way he gets his balls back. I guess spoiler, I guess, but like you'll be fine. But yeah, come by and hang out. I also have a Discord if you want to join that. Great place to, you know, make some friends, get some matches. If you do join, be nice, or I'll shoot your ass in the head in Minecraft. Most importantly, hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. Fun list to make for sure. Fairies. Oh, dude, if you get Spencer's a command grab, that shit's not okay. That's not okay. But yeah, fun list to make. Having a lot of fun with Granblue. Gonna be a lot more coming your way. Let me know what you think about the list in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.